Then tripping over my brain not working, a mess. Music and its snakes crawled through the sewer, lifted up a manhole cover and jumped me. 1 minute, it was beautiful, fast heaven. Then heaven took a dive and hell was waiting. I knew that once you go to hell, you have to go back. I just didn't realize it was true. Snakes are flashing lights. I see an x-ray of their tails as they disappear underneath parked cars, behind trees, and around the corners of buildings. At least I know what they are now. The snakes are me seeing sound. I'm falling up on a high that's spun out of control, a wacky tornado of heat, electricity, and energy. Music follows me around, blasting my ears, its colors steaming into my brain, mixing and swirling in a war of churning rainbows. The noise is brutal. Songs crash into each other, congested with melody, soaked in static. Lyrics fight each other to be heard, a jumble of confused syllables. I can't make sense of the words that are flung into me through this sick orgasm of color. I smash my hands over my ears, and the noise gets louder. Music's pushing my brain and my days around, making me do things, live stories so I'll write them into songs. It's a hungry ghost, desperate for physicality, a parasite that kills its host. It doesn't give a shit about the little rat girl who feeds it. In other words, I'm not writing songs anymore, they're writing me. And every time a song is done, it whispers, "You can go now. You aren't needed anymore." I'm too shrimpy to close the lid of this Pandora's box or fight the monsters that crawl out of it. Maybe once you pick music out of the ether, once you discern its frequencies, you can't unhear it. I don't know. I do know that the lightning rod sticking out of my skull is on fire. This new busted creature I've become is a body, certainly, and I live in it, call its parts mine like I'm steward of a broken ship, but I don't think it's me. I'm not the one animating it. I'm not in control. It sails along madly, cutting its path regardless of wind direction. It's numb, anyway. It feels nothing but shame, which isn't really a feeling, it's just, please don't let anybody see this. Napoleon's apartment is empty. I sit alone on his living room floor under Fish Jesus, making endless copies of Throwing Muses demos and stuffing them into manila envelopes with our press kit. My hands are fast, busy, driven. I made the other muses hear what I hear now. Together we can make others hear it. I mail our demos to record companies, radio stations, and journalists. I know it won't work, but I do it anyway. I hear the music around me, but I don't listen to it, and it doesn't care. Doesn't even bother to scream anymore. It just moans and swishes, playing to no one, torn sails on a lost ship. My music paraphernalia is scattered around the room. Guitars, wire cutters, picks and strings, posters, amps, notebooks, press. It was all infused with meaning once. Now it looks like garbage. If the songs are outside of me, I think, they can fly away. But if they're inside of me, they're trapped. I take a razor blade out of Napoleon's medicine cabinet, sit on the floor, and cut the songs out of me. A restless boy, born between the eyes, as he jackknives